What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Wayward. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today. We're probably going to do some island exploration. We can't really go down below the surface. That's the truth of the matter, is the game is separated into two biomes, the overland and the underland. If you ever played Keith Courage, then you'll know what I'm talking about. There's like the overworld, and there's the underworld. Same thing. Underworld seems to be a little bit more grumpy than we are suited for. Every time we go down there, I end up bleeding and having to do surgery on myself. And so my estimate is that, how bad is a Hobgoblin? Let's find out. Hobgoblin dealt no damage to you. So it looks like he's not able... Oh, he got through my armor. Huh. Alright. Oh, he got through my armor twice. Although I was fighting him with a shovel, apparently. So that's lovely. Sometimes you gotta fight a goblin with a shovel. I don't make the rules. He's got our inventory. Now I need my crafting. And then I need my equipment. What my equipment? I don't know. Don't know what he meant by it. He's in at 38 health. I don't know if I should carve this thing. So there's a hobgoblin corpse. You know what? Carve him. We'll find out. He gave us a little bit of meat, a little bit of bone, and a little bit of offal. I'm gonna throw that over there. Turn that into sinew so that it doesn't rot. Not gonna fight a shark today, I don't think. But I will go ahead and take a look at this island because we didn't get that much exploration done on this neighboring island. And I'm getting the feeling we might be able to find something useful out here. Got some berries. Looks like it helps with the health, so you know what? I'm not gonna turn up my nose at it. Well, I might have to turn my nose at it briefly because it's up in a tree. And so it's got kind of like an aerial advantage, but you know what I mean. I mean, we're getting a couple percent's worth of health back every single time I eat one of those things, so I'm not going to turn it down. If we've got the opportunity, I'm going to gather what I can from these cacti as well, because they will give us nopal. Now, if you don't know what nopal is essentially a filament that exists inside of cactus, so cactus is actually kind of weird to prepare if you don't know what you're doing. It's a survival food. And I know a lot of people will be like, no, you're supposed to eat the gooey shit out of the middle, right? No, you're not supposed to eat the gooey shit out of the middle. At best, it'll probably be too salty and dehydrate you. At worst, it might make you sick. And if you end up throwing up, that's going to reduce your dehydration. Or, I'm sorry, reduce your hydration as well. Nopal is essentially kind of like this thin plane of plant fiber that exists inside. So let's say that you've got like a piece of cactus the size of your hand. It's like in the middle of there. You peel the skin off the cactus and there'll be like a layer of like this gooey shit, and then after the layer of gooey shit, that'll be like the nopal in there, as far as I think that might be. I know you can eat, I don't know if the filament is called the nopal. I don't know if that's like a prepared thing in the game, but anyways, it's good for you. It's nutritious. Another bear. Man, I just can't catch a break when it comes to these vicious animals and things that want to hurt me, can I? It looks like we may have another connecting area over here. I don't know how big the biomes get in this game. That's something that I'm not really super privy to. Normally what I would suggest is that you just follow these little lines like you do. Is there any sharks out here? Because we don't really know how to build a boat yet, so my swimming skills might not be up to par. Yeah, and see, there'll be other little islands if you just follow the shallows around. And then you can explore to your little heart's content, or your big heart's content. I don't know if you have some kind of cardiac failure. I don't know. There's no way for me to tell. I'll be honest with you. There's no way for me to tell if you're on Lasix or anything for, you know, congestive heart failure or whatever. Your heart's too big. Heart's too big. You took a message from the Grinch. It's okay. I took it to heart too. My heart's kind of big as well. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I broke my knife. Oh, no, there it is. Pair that thing with a stone hammer. It's not going to last long, but it'll last long enough for us to pick up a little bit more nopal, since I don't think we're ever going to be on this island again. What is this? A message in a bottle. An old cloudy bottle with an unidentified object contained inside. So there's refined sand, a finely ground sand that is useful for making glass. I'm gonna be honest, I don't see how that helps me right now. The extra glass bottle is pretty cool, and it's of remarkable quality. So that's pretty sweet. However, we've got to go back into bear territory to see if maybe we can skeef on past whatever these threats are that want to take us out. It would also be my suggestion that maybe we hug close to these rock walls in here, just so if there's iron around, we can exploit that and take it with us. I'm gonna gather water inside that right there, because why not? What is that? So that's got coal. There's medicinal plants down here, just in case we end up needing those. I think that's the iron right there. Yeah. Pickaxe plicks. That heavy ass iron weighing me down. I'm also carrying around a crop of dirt, apparently. So that's probably another aspect of our issues right now. We're just not strong enough to wear the armor that we're rocking right now. I think that's the big thing that we need to be worried about. That's all coal. I mean, honestly, I'm usually just pretty happy when I find iron, so we could head back right now and get that smelted off. There's a little bit more over here. Just having trouble seeing where I'm going to get the weight allotment to carry that with me, though. I mean, I'm carrying around vines and all kinds of weird stuff, but... Yeah. I think the nopal will help out with our water situation, but not completely. Apparently I have overeaten, and the universe is punishing me now. Water appears to be quite heavy as well, but there's a bunch of iron over here. Like a really, really, really good supply of it. And so I'm thinking if we could come back and get down on that, that'd be really, really fantastic. Can't go down into the dungeon over here just yet because there's imps and they hurt. Well, the imps aren't quite so bad. It's actually the pirate ghosts that appear to be ever present. They have a breeding advantage or something. I don't know. There's pirate ghosts like everywhere. I'm going to refill the water while I'm out and about, because I get the feeling, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Maybe I shouldn't have did that. Because now we're walking all slow again. Cacti seeds. I don't know the exact point that it's going to let me off the hook here. I don't really care about the cactus spines. Like, they're useful, but they're not useful right now. I have more than enough medical supplies to really make it long term, and so I don't think I'm going to have to rock with that for much longer. We may have to travel a little bit lighter. I was hoping I could make some rawhide armor or something like that. Something with a little bit of padding. Or like some studded armor where we get like some decent protection, but at the same time, it's a tiny bit lighter than just wearing hunks of iron on our frame. I feel like that would probably be a reasonable middle ground so that we could start ferrying gear around and making sure that we can bring stuff back with us when we go on these little sojourns. But up until we find like a recipe or something for it, I don't really know how to do that. I need to get a fire started. You do not have any kindling. How is it that I'm always out of kindling no matter what I do? Yep. And then drop all of those. I don't care what you do. Make me some sticks. There. Now we've got some. I will stoke that flame. Light that one up. And we'll try to light this one up as well. How big is the fire? It is raging. Fantastic. Fantastic. I'm going to make a vine whip because it sounds legit. So it's a held slashing attack weapon, a makeshift weapon made simply with tree vines wrapped together. +2 slashing attack. I don't think that's very good. That gives me +5, so it's definitely an inferior weapon by comparison to some of the stuff we've had previously. Still, I really want to be a Belmont someday, so it's what I'm leaning towards. Let's turn around. We'll make our helmet, and now we lack the iron that's required. lacking the iron required in order to make what I actually wanted to make. And so what I wanted to make was a shield next. Unfortunately, you make some arrowheads, but that takes an entire crop of iron for some reason, so might not be the best investment. Raise our defense up a little bit higher. Now we're rocking full iron gear. Like 100% ironed out. I'm gonna go ahead and make a sword, because why not? Oh, that gives +6 to slashing. Cool. Weighs a lot more than the double axe, though. Weighs quite a bit more than the double axe. What I'm going to suggest is that we save that for later, just in case our weapon breaks. Just in case. We got a wrought iron hammer. How does that compare to our stone hammer? Our stone hammer's in okay shape. Probably eat some nopal right now. That'll get our health all nice and squared away. Limestone powder. Everything else inside of here, because I don't need you. What I especially don't need is all that water, so please go over there. Thank you. I don't require you right now. Your services are not in demand. Let's move that to the open container. Move all that to the open container. Yeah, I think our gear's just too heavy for us right now. Just way, way too heavy. Which one of these lockpicks is the best? Oh my god, that one has 288. Okay, so move the rest to the containers or whatever. And then we'll sort this out in just a minute. There's a pirate ghost down there. And so what I want is to avoid anything piratical right now. Oh shit, that's not good. I mean, you guys are definitely going down. You have no chance here. You shouldn't have stood your ground with me. Shit got raw. When it gets gangster. Doop, doop, doop. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. When it gets gangster. Yeah. It got gangster. Oh my god, there's so many critters. Why are you all so angry with me? Okay, that one is not an accessible location that feels safe to me. You'd think an axe would be pretty solid for killing, like, a plant creature. I don't know. Is it just me or there are a lot of monsters around right now? It's great for leveling up our tactical skills. But it's also a little bit terrifying. I'm going to break that into twigs so that I can turn it into more kindling. I'm always using kindling. Everywhere I go, people want to know, where's your kindling? So I tell them. Oh, I was fighting with a pickaxe too, so that's an effective gathering tool. Hooray. You want some too, Cube? You can find out, Cube. I'm pretty good at this. I've been at this job for a while. I've been killing cubes since the day I landed on this island. And I'm not so positive that you want to mess around with me like that. That you want to get some. Leave you in a puddle pile. Laying on the ground all goopy. And you'll be like, oh my god, he beat me so viciously. And I'll be like, yeah, because you stepped, son. You stepped. Okay, you didn't step, you slid. Well, you know, don't slide in my direction in a threatening manner. It's just we are known as a character to react over violently to stimuli like that because, you know, bears and stuff. Ooh, coconut. Yes, please. Coconuts are really, really good for your health. Like, they are really, really good for you. And so I tend to eat them very, very frequently inside the confines of the game. I need my knife. Repair it with a hammer. And then we will gather some apples of the pine. There we go. Apples of the pine have been laid away. I don't see any sharks out here. Then again, I don't know if it's wise to tempt fate like this. I just wanted to level up my swimming a little bit more so to become more effective at it. Like having myself at like 30-40% swimming might be helpful here or there. And I just want to make sure that we're working on it actively. Could fish him. In the previous episodes, we did get a fishing pole recipe, which is pretty legit. Come on, swimming level. This reminds me of EverQuest back in the day where you had to just like jump into a fountain somewhere and swim against a wall in order to get your swimming level up. And then by the end, you could swim just like a gunshot. You could swim super fast. There was so much empty space in EverQuest. That was like one of the big things about it that I remember is there was a lot of empty space. You could swim out into the ocean and you could just like swim. Eventually something bad would probably happen to you, but you could do it, I guess. Sort of surprised we haven't hit any sharks yet. And by hit sharks, I mean swim into the side of them so that they can bite me and make me sad because I've now lost a foot in my adventures. I've seen what shark bites look like. Shark bites are gnarly. Don't ever look up pictures of shark bites. Oh, a legendary branch. Fine, I might keep you. A legendary branch. What can we do with you? Probably all kinds of good things. We've got cotton on this side. Cotton is pretty cool for making a bunch of random stuff. Basically, you can make cloth strips, and then once you got cloth strips and you got a couple other things, you can start making medicated bandages that are essentially like Shadowrun slap patches that you can just put on. Trying to get my hydration back right now, especially since I know this dude's about to mess with me. This dude's fitting to mess with me all day long. We dropped him. What's that right there? A snare? Apparently I hurt myself picking up a snare, but hey, that's fine. What is that? A sharp rock. I wonder why hobgoblins seem to be so drawn to this area. I don't know if they have villages or stuff now. That'd be pretty legit. There are like hobgoblin villages and things around. I'd be down for that. I would think that was pretty cool. Maybe that's just me personally. So we went up this way. It looks like the shallows pretty abruptly end over here. Yeah, I'm not looking to abruptly end my adventures along with those shallows. And so essentially what I'm looking for right now are other areas on the island that we can access just to see if there's any new loot or anything like that. Most of the dungeons we've gone into so far have been quite dangerous, to say the least. It's been kind of non-stop pirate ghosts trying to murder me the whole time. If I pop out over here, an animal fat torch. You know, I might be able to make that. Because we killed a hobgoblin over here. Where's that body at? There it is. So if we carve him up... Yeah, that might give us a little bit of material here. And then... let's say we make a bone pole. My knife's busted. And this one's just about at the end of its life here. Yeah. That knife's not going to last much longer. So I have a pole. I don't have animal fat, though. Well, I can at least get the fabric. I'd prefer to be able to see while I'm down there in the dungeon before we do anything else crazy. So give me some of the cotton. And then we can make fabric out of that. Make sinew out of that. And all I really want to do right now is actually, if we can find something around to slay. Just like a small animal, like a rat, a rabbit. Really anything that gives you... anything that gives you a bit of fat when you finish it off. We can make ourselves a really, really good torch and dive back down into that dungeon right there. A bear? Yeah, I suppose be careful what you ask for. I'm gonna eat that real quick just to get some weight off. Carve up the bear. That'll give us our animal fat. Now we can make the really, really good torch. It would also probably be wise to make a fire and possibly boil off some water. It looks okay to me. A short bow, a bow. The short bow is better than the bow, apparently. And that gives ranged attack +3. Okay. I'll take it. I don't know how useful it's going to be. And then from there, we just need to be able to outrun the stuff that's going to be after us. So I'm going to need to drop some things over here. There we go. That'll work. We will... Oh, I needed to light my torch. A hobgoblin was hurt by a trap. This dude just step on his own trap? I guess nobody said that they were bright animals, but... So we have a lit animal fat torch that'll last for almost 5,000 turns. I wonder if you can rub more animal fat on it to make it last even longer. Either way, we're going down to the dungeon. We're just going to try and outrun the pirate ghost since we can't seem to do much better there. Animal skull slowing me down, so we'll drop that. See if I can juke him around a couple of cave walls here. Yeah, there's a bunch of you guys in here, ain't there? Well, obviously not the best luck on my part. But you don't really have to stop to fight him, so... It's possible you could lose him long enough to find a treasure chest in here. Nope. Oh, didn't lose him that time. There we go. Straightaways, my friend. Every time you use a straightaway to escape from a critter, I think a tactical god smiles somewhere. Walking in straight lines is seriously the best way to lose an aggressor in this game. I'm not even messing with you. If something's trying to take you down, just walk in a straight line as far as you can. This is not one of those games where the serpentine is going to help out much. God, there's so many pirate ghosts. And I really don't know how to get rid of them. Like, they hurt a lot. Like, those pirate ghosts are quite stingy. They know how to put the hurt on you. And we don't really have an effective weapon for fighting them. I tried to stand my ground, but they eat through iron armor like it's not even there. And then my weapons are ineffective too. And so it just kind of seems like they've got themselves a natural advantage that I can't work around. I don't know if maybe the torch hurts them. But there's two of them now. And I don't want to mess with two of them. Trying to shake him, but my god. Yeah, sorry, buddy. I'm not trying to cause problems right now. I don't really know what I want to do. We're not having much luck finding anything good in here. So that pops me out right there. Hey, there's an ancient scroll. That's good enough. So we got the raw clay blowpipe. Oh, cool. We can get a blowgun. Maybe the way to fight the pirate ghosts is with a ranged weapon, possibly. Something like that might work. I wouldn't be adverse to trying it out. We can make the clay. We can make the clay blowpipe, no problem. We have access to both clay and a kiln, so little upgrades like that should be no problem. It's just coal laying there on the ground, huh? Okay. Another arrow, too, just in case you wanted one of those. How many arrows am I rocking right now? I gotta have a couple. I was gonna say, I've got 3 or 4. I can't promise there's anything in here that we actually want. Just make another knife just in case. Yeah, 29 durability will do. Oh, now we got harpies too. Even better. Well, I'm going to flee back to the dungeon exit, because I think we've mostly cleaned this one out. I mean, there's a couple little areas that I haven't dove into yet, but I can't imagine that... No, stop mining walls. Are you not aware of the fact that there are ghosts chasing us? That's definitely not the time to be mining. Yeah, I think we just about cleared out this cave. Making an underground base seems cool until you realize you have to deal with, like, all these... Oh, there's another one over here. Good, I'm glad I didn't leave. An iron hammer recipe. I think I already had that recipe. I don't know, it seems unlikely to me that I would not have that recipe. What is that? Talc? I was saying, I'm looking for, like, mithril or something to make me even stronger. I don't know. Invoking the power of the ancient elves in the hope that maybe it'll save me. I'm gonna head for the door. Does fire hurt him? Fire damage appears to be effective. Yeah, get better. I mean, kill him. I won't turn it down. So what's over here? We've got a ghost corpse and a stone spear. Can I carve the ghost corpse? And it gives me ectoplasm, a ghostly white or weightless fluff of misty goo, strangely self-contained and quickly evaporating. Huh, well, we killed a ghost. That's pretty raw. I'll see y'all in the next episode of Wayward. That's going to be it for me today. I'll see y'all all when we reconvene tomorrow, alright? How you do, everybody?